He got Demi in the spot. His sister's grown up to be singing on Soul Train this weekend, so it ain't no game. That girl, she got bars.
She got bars. She got bars, son. Hey, what's up, Facebook Live? Y'all want to guess who's here, man? Of course, I'm in the lab. I got my little sister in the building. Demetria McKinney in the building.
Dude.
No longer are you Janine from Tyler Perry's House of Pain.
You know what?
You are Whitney, too.
Oh, I was about to say, I will always be Janine, but when you put it like that, yes, you are right.
You are Whitney number 2.
Oh, thank you.
Man, so listen, hold on. We're going to go live real fast. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
We're about to just cut in and just do what we do. Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are interrupting this program because I have someone special right here in the studio of Rize Radio. I have my baby sister. I love her to life. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than Demetria McKinney in the building. What's up, baby?
Y'all better clap from the hallway.
Y'all better clap. Y'all can clap. Y'all can make some noise in the live studio audience.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, y'all in here too? Come on. Hi, y'all. Good to be here. Hey, bruh.
Man, so listen, there's so many things going on with you. First of all, congratulations on the biopic, the Bobby Christina biopic. It was amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. Of course, we have Easy playing in the background.
Yes.
But before we get into Easy, let's talk about Whitney, playing Whitney.
Ooh, where do we start with that one? You know, I came through last time and I was telling you how I was feeling about it, how nervous I was, how intense it was, how I felt like she was there, you know, and for it to come out and have the response that people had, whether they understood everything that happened, you know, it was great to get an opportunity to humanize these people and tell their story from a different vantage point versus the media, the salaciousness, you know, all the quote-unquote scandal stuff. These were people, and that's what we really wanted to showcase. Big shouts to Vivica, Hassan, Najee, and of course the beautiful, beautiful Joy Rivas who played Chrissy.
Wow, and of course you did an amazing job.
Thank you.
The last time you was here, we were talking about, you preparing for that role, how emotional that was.
Yeah.
So now that was the before, now here's the after.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel now? I mean, you still have the emotions, and how did you feel when you watched the biopic?
Okay, I'm going to start with the first part. When I watched the biopic, I had maybe 10 friends, family, close people with me. I didn't want to go in a big, huge setting because depending on how that thing was going to go, I didn't need my emotions on that roller coaster.
Right.
But you know, watching it was a lot. I hadn't seen myself in the full space of her. I made it a point not to do that during the recording process. So to see everything come together, big shouts to TV One, Swirl Films, the way that they edited and cut everything, they made us all look amazing. So I was really overjoyed with that. Now the after, it's crazy. Like, you know, I'm walking down the street, somebody come up, and instead of being like, you Janine, you the crackhead, you know, now it's, all of a sudden, you know, I'm walking down the street, and somebody goes, I am so emotional, and then just drive-by singings.
What?
Of Whitney, just drive-by. And then they come back, and they're like, you did a good job, and then they like go, something like, thank you, you know.
Hey,
So
but that's
really
a lot
cool.
of that's a lot of pressure.
A whole lot.
That is a lot of pressure. It's not like you were playing Whoopi. No shade on Whoopi Goldberg. I love her to life.
Oh my God.
And that's a lot of pressure too, as a matter of fact. So bad example. That's a bad example.
Why would you say that?
But you're playing an icon.
Yes.
Your movements, your emotions, everything about you was Whitney.
Thank you.
Like you really went there.
I didn't go there by myself. I keep telling everybody it was such a spiritual experience. I never got a chance to meet her. That was one of my goals. So this was my opportunity to get to know her, and I feel like she was there. She and Chrissy were there. There were just so many different things proving that to us.
Right.
And the response is
How's Vivica?
Viv she's awesome. You know, she's crazy. She's awesomely crazy.
So let's get back on you. New project.
Yep.
I was, and I don't care about us being live on the radio. I gotta get on my sister, and I said I was gonna wait because I had to hear the song "Easy" for the first time, and I'm not gonna give them the props on where I heard it from the first time, but I didn't get it from my sister. I'm watching television. I'm like, hey, that song is popping, and that voice sounds really familiar.
Can you see me?
And and wifey was like, babe, that's Dee Dee, and I was like, shut up. I know it is. But new project, the song is dope.
Thank you. It's crazy because E1 was like, yes, this is the hit. This is the one that needs to go to radio. I'm like, but what about this one? And what about this one? You know, but I love that people have gravitated to it the way that they have. Men and women have looked at it as an anthem. You know, and coming from that Real Housewives space where they're like, everything is a thought, everything is a bag, open your legs for a car. You know, hearing people respond to Easy the way that they have and saying, you know, I'm worth more than that. It ain't gonna be easy to get at me, you know. It's just really refreshing. Right.
So we have a couple of young kids here. I know you love the babies. You love the babies. I'm gonna ask one of them to come sit down, and you guys got some questions for Dee McKinney. Come on. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell everybody what's your name and what's the question you have for Ms. McKinney.
How you doing? My name's AJ. I just want to know, how was it working with Tyler Perry?
Woo! It was awesome. Everything you guys see is authentically him. And each person that he brought on board, especially with like House of Pain. Levan is truly a kook. Cassie is really that silly. Alan he picked everybody perfectly for who they were supposed to embody because he had to trust us. We were filming at such a rapid rate. We filmed in a way that nobody else was doing at a time. So he is a true architect of his life. He did teach us a whole lot of lessons, and it made me ready for everything else that's been kind of going on now. Yeah. AJ! Spartan shirt on.
So again, if you're just tuning in, I have none other than the beautiful Demetria McKinney. You know, your accomplishments really speak for themselves. You've done so much, man, so much, and so much for the kids, so much for the community, so much. How do you feel right now, all the accomplishments, and do you feel you've reached that accomplishment, or you still have more to go?
I still have way more to go. I don't think about them as, you know, when you're in it, you're just kind of doing the work. You know what I'm saying? Each performance is its own standalone thing. So I don't think about, oh, today I'm on burgers, next week it's the fries. Like I'm concentrating
That's
on
when
my
the
burger.
big bucks
That's
come
when
in.
The big bucks come in, you know? So I'm just kind of living in each moment and counting it a blessing that I get to do that.
Wow, absolutely. So we have another baby that want to ask you a question. Go ahead and tell everybody your name. Talking to Mike. Tell everybody your name and go ahead and ask your question.
My name is Latoya Miller.
Hi.
I just want to ask you, what is your story? Like, what did you do something different that other people didn't?
Oh, good question. Good
now?
question.
I like this one here. What is my story? So, born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, military brat. Come from a situation where I've had molestation. I've been homeless. I had a son at a very young age. I'm a single mother. But I think that what separates me from anybody else who hasn't been able to reach their goal quite yet is one choice. Making the choice every day to be happy despite your situation. Making the choice to understand that your past doesn't define you. Making the choice to understand that your future is deserved. All of that plays a big part. We are, like I said earlier, our own architects. God has designed us that way. So if you put yourself in this box, you will be there. You see what I'm saying? The other thing is I didn't stop. You know, it can be really easy to have all these different excuses. I'm tired, these loops hurt, my son's crazy, whatever. I did not stop. And when people see you believe in you, other people will jump in. Thump believed in me because he's Thump. But the other part of it was he watched me hustle. He watched me grind. You know, I didn't take any opportunity for granted. When I met Tyler Perry, guess how many people were in the audience? 30. Half of them was my family. You feel me? But I treated it as if I was playing stadiums like Beyonce. And that's what he respected. And that's why I've been able to progress.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Wow. I'm just like, I don't know how to do an interview with you. We just have conversations. We don't do an interview.
That's
we just do
love.
conversations. We hang out, and we've done so much, together here in Vegas, and just Soul Train. Soul Train.
Yeah, man.
Coming up, you're performing?
I am performing this Sunday. It is my first time.
What?
Yeah, I'm doing Easy on the Music Matters stage.
That's what's up. Man, when you came in, I told you I'm so proud of you. You are killing it right now.
Thank you.
There are so many people that come in the game, and again, no shade. There's so many people that come in the game and they make a name for themselves and then they disappear. You have not disappeared. You are just reappearing time after time after time after time. What is the formula?
Constantly looking for the next, the new. You know, I'm definitely living in the moment, but work begets work. What people don't understand is when you're an actress, when that show ends, you are unemployed. Oh, that hurt to say. Unemployed. You see? You have to make sure that you have a plan for what your next part of life is. And I think that God putting my son in my life made me have to be really responsible, made me responsible for somebody else. So
Right.
I couldn't sit and kind of rest on my laurels. You know, I'm always on the go.
Right, we got one more baby. Go ahead,
cutie.
tell everybody, speak at the mic, tell everybody your name, and go ahead and ask your question.
So my name is Kiana McNutt, and my question for you is, what did you bring out of yourself to bring out that character for what you were playing in when you were Janine in House of Pain, for Is It Love, for whatever character you were playing to make you stand out from the rest, and what you brought out for it every time?
That's a good question.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think that because I've always been a watcher of life, I've always watched people. I've always paid attention to different emotions, different feelings, thoughts, and how they all played together. So each character that I take on, one, I make sure that I learn something from them. I don't want to tell a story I've already lived. I want to tell a brand new story because it gives me a different perspective on things that may even be going on in my life. You know, I never dealt with having an addiction, but I have that in my family, and I didn't understand it. I didn't know how to deal or cope with that. You know what I'm saying? So playing Janine, I got a chance to come from a different standpoint. Even in the Is This Love video, coming from a situation where I have been abused, I have been in a bad relationship, I have been in good relationships, I have been at fault. You know, I just try to be as vulnerable as I can with each character, even down to playing Whitney. I didn't know her. And I understood in my mind I was never going to be her, vocally, image-wise, whatever. I just wanted to make sure that I gave the essence. And in order to do that, I had to strip down to the barest part of myself, which is not fun to be in. I had to remember what it felt like to be in that kind of hurt. I had to remember what it felt like to be in that kind of love. All of those things that are just true, raw, and unfiltered are what I try to bring to the stage with each character that I play.
Amazing, amazing. So once again, if you're just tuning in, I have Demetria McKinney, a.k.a. Janine, a.k.a. just everything. Last question I want to ask you, and I'm sure inquiring minds want to know.
Wait.
5 years.
5 years.
Where's Janine in 5 years?
In 5 years, Janine is probably running a major Fortune 500 company. You know, I love that TP, Mr. Perry, took the opportunity to take that situation and show that you can get out of it, and show that faith is real, show that family is there, you know, and it's a different side than what we see. And I think that if we see an example of it, we have a different fixture for it. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm imagining that her kids, Jazzy, she got her thing going. Doc, he got his thing going. The twins are thriving and great, but Janine is out there doing her thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That little girl,
China Ann McClain.
that little girl right there,
Yes,
there, boy.
that's my baby.
I said when I see her, I'm taking a belt off.
No.
I'm taking a belt
The cool
off.
part was she is so the opposite of Jasmine.
I can. Wow.
The absolute opposite. She is the sweetest, most respectful, and even now, as a grown woman, because she's definitely like 19, I think, something like that now, she is still just as humble, just as sweet. Love them.
You know what? And I was like, ooh, she got a little boy, a little too. Your little mouth gonna get you broke off.
I remember,
but
back
I
in the
love
day,
her
if I
though.
had said that, my mama would have thumped me in the neck till my teeth clicked.
It was
You
some
feel me?
things. It was some things, but
Yeah.
it's all good. It's all good. Dee Dee, I love you. I know your time is so valuable. Thank you. Every time you touch Vegas, you come see your brother.
Absolutely.
I love it. You have a sci-fi. Something coming up on sci-fi?
Yes. I'm filming a show. Actually, I was filming it last night called Superstition. Comes on Sci-Fi 10 p.m., 9 Central. Stars myself, Brad James, Mario Van Peebles, Robin Lee. It is phenomenal to see us in this kind of sci-fi science fiction space.
Wow.
You know, but he still brings the family in. He still brings awareness of how to conduct our bodies and all of that other stuff. He's great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great. No, you.
Nah.
No, you. No. Hey, if you're just tuning in, you missed it.
Right, we
If
gone.
you just tuned in, you missed it.
That's hilarious.
A couple of folks on Facebook Live. Sonia Comethier out of Albany, New York, says she has an awesome voice. She says she met her in the Circle of Sisters in New York
Oh my gosh.
a few weeks ago. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Hi.
right. Alice McCain, she's on here. Says hello. She loves you. So many people on here on Facebook Live absolutely love you.
Oh, I love you guys. Thank you.
TC's Rib Crib. Before you leave, I know that you have a very strict. No, you eat. She eats. She gets
I'm
her
a
eat
foodie,
on.
y'all. I play no games.
I'm gonna take you to TC's Rib Crib, and yeah. Take you to get you some good
Let me
good
find
ribs.
out, because I'm gonna tell y'all now. I don't play about ribs. If it's wrong, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh no, she's real.
Okay.
She's real. They're real over there.
No pressure.
They say a way through a man's heart is through his ribs. That speaks alone. That speaks volume by itself. You want to go to my heart? You want to go to my ribs?
Definitely gotta go to the ribs.
There it is right there. So, catch you on Soul Train.
Yes.
The
this
Soul Train
Sunday.
Awards this Sunday.
Not this Sunday, but I'm filming.
Well,
this
they're filming
and
this
then
Sunday,
it's
and
coming
then
out soon.
it's coming up soon. Yeah.
Put it on.
Yeah. I want to thank you again. I want to thank, Roger, everybody, man. And again, whenever I call you, you answer the phone. I love it. I want to tell everybody that. I want to put that out there. A lot of people, they come and they say, they're celebrities and they, yeah, give me a call. Here's my number. And then you call them, it's like, doo-doo-doo, the number you have reached. No, when I call, she picks, hey, brother, I'm filming. I'll call you back. I was like, that's dope. That is dope. We have really gained a brother-sister relationship over these years, man. And I just honor you. I support you.
Thank you.
I love you. No matter what you do, unless you go to jail. I ain't putting no money in no books, but I love you.
Fighting with my poo-poo bladder. I'm not playing with y'all.
There it is. So we're going to leave up out of here on, of course, one of your songs, man. We got to leave out of here. Let me see.
I'm talking about head to toe, soul that glows, a heart that goes. Do happy.
Oh, you daring me to do happy?
I'm daring you to do happy.
She is daring me to do happy. We're gonna find happy. I'm gonna find happy for you right now. I got a whole music list here. We got to put this in here.
While he's doing that, you guys can follow me at Demi McKinney on Twitter, at Demetria, the number 4 real on Instagram, Facebook, everything else. The website is DemetriaMcKinney.com. And as always, I have to shout out my Demetrians, my brother, DJ Thump. Thank you so much for what you do to the community, for the community, with the community, and for all the support that you have given me over the years.
Oh, with that, I am going to end this on happy, because that's my girl's song. I love her to life. You guys keep it locked right here. Don't you dare go nowhere, man. It's Rize Radio, and we are the global station. Dig it, baby. Really? You're just going to skip off her like that?
Oh, my God.
We'll be right back.
Hi, y'all.
Just skipped right over her. Happy, really? No, I see it happy. There we go.
It's been great. I think he's actually.
There it is.
Video edit.
No, I
Yes.
think he's really actually ready. The way he's treating me, the way he's acting,
Talk to him, talk to him.
It's just totally different than it's ever been before.
Yes,
they're
girl, I'm
happy. No, I'm so happy. I'm a bit nervous.
Oh,
but,
thank you.
I'm just
Oh, my gosh.
So we're going to get some more pictures. I got so many pictures of Didi McKinney. It's crazy. We're going to get some more pictures, and we're going to get out of here, man. Thank y'all for coming on. Didi, you want to tell them anything?
Thank you guys for all the love, the support. Make sure that you, if you haven't already, download the album Officially Yours. This joint is on there along with Easy as well. Big! I'm talking about head to toe, soul that glows, a heart of gold. I'm talking about late night walks, where they go, nobody knows. And stealing kisses, perfect storm. And when the wind starts to blow, you pull me close to keep me warm. Don't have to be afraid. Can't let this fade away. 'Cause I don't know what I would do. That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough. Y'all got to pay for the rest. Yeah. Get the album. Get the album. Love y'all, man. Gotta go. Hey, Facebook Live. Don't put me on restriction. It's her song. I do not own the rights to this song.